Hi, my name is Julia Jackson. I'm the Programs and Marketing Director with Historic Augusta. Today we're rambling through the Belair Hills Estates neighborhood as part of This Place Matters, preserving Augusta's African American communities.
Mom, what? I don't make a wash over there, don't stick, Janet. That's where you started.
My name is Mary D. Griffin Jr. I'm the president of Belair Hills Neighborhood Association. There are a lot of people who are not aware that Belair exists, and more importantly, they don't know that this is a predominantly African American community.
Today is about showing people the historic neighborhoods that we have here in Augusta, and neighborhoods that are often overlooked. We want to tell the story of why these places matter to Augusta and really the nation culturally. I'm Paul King, president of Historic Augusta.
My name is Corey Rogers, and I'm from Augusta, Georgia. And I've been working with the Lucy Craft Laney Museum for going on 9 years now. Well, what we've been trying to do with Historic Augusta as our partner is to bring awareness to the preservation of African American communities through the structures and through the stories of the people that live in those communities. So for the past 4 years, we've focused on various traditional African American neighborhoods in Augusta, the Bethlehem community, the Laney Walker district, Old Town, the Sand Hills community, what we call the Hill. But this year we decided to kind of go in a different direction and do the Belair Hills Estates, which was an African American community primarily established in the 1950s and 60s by African Americans for African Americans.
Well, I tell you, the individual who had the vision for Belair, the city of Augusta, it was really pretty well populated. And we really didn't have any place for upscale or up-and-coming mobile African Americans to move. So M.M. Scott, we affectionately called him the Skipper. He wanted a nice place for upscale blacks to move so that they can live in peace and tranquility. And Belair Hill was the place.
But Skipper was not the original developer, weren't there? I believe two other gentlemen that were the original developers, two white men that were the original developers, yes?
Yeah, they were. And see, what they had planned to do, they had planned to build, small homes for African Americans. So as a result, Skipper knew what they had planned to do. So what he decided to do to kind of get himself involved with them. And he saw what was going on, and as a result, the two white gentlemen, they were not able to sell the property as fast as they wanted to.
Right.
So Skipper knew some influential and some up-and-coming African Americans. So he decided he would parcel the land on an individual basis to people that he knew could actually buy property and build nice homes. So they were the school teachers, they were principals, they were doctors, they were lawyers, and etc. And so as a result, it came to fruition.
We just want to make sure that we continue to promote, historic preservation, make sure that our structures are saved. Our speaker last night talked about saving our cemeteries, saving our churches. We want to continue to do that because Augusta has a very negative track record of tearing down a lot of its historic structures. We want to sort of put a stopgap to all of that, and that's what we're trying to do with this.
The key reason why we're interested in these structures is when they're lost, their story is frequently lost with them.
The main thing that really caused them to develop them was during the segregation era. I mean, black folks had a contiguous area that they had to stay in. And we could not go into the more affluent areas. So Skipper, he envisioned Belair, so he felt that this was the ideal place. And I'm certain he's passed on, but his vision really came true.